Well, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I just wanted to say I'm kind of excited about the next wave of Thundercats figures. Now, I was late to the Ultimates party. Honestly, I sometimes it takes me a while to really commit to a toy line, but I decided to get all the Thundercats. So I ordered all the main characters, except I didn't have Wily Kid and Wily Cat at the time, but I didn't really care about them anyway. The main sort of real sort of Thundercats, way I think of them, and Mumra. I bought them a while ago, and that was sort of the start. And I was like, do I get the other villains? Do I just have the main sort of Thundercats, the Ultimates versions of them? I sort of got them, and then I was like, okay, look, you have to get the other villains. So I got the other villains and Vulture Man and Mumra as the mummy and all that. And then I'm like, well, you need the other characters, and I never had the originals of them, like Primera and Bengali and Linkso. Because I never really saw them in the cartoon when I was a kid. I saw them later on DVD, so I don't have the nostalgia for them. But I kind of like, you kind of need to get them, so I got them. And I was wondering, okay, am I done? What else is there? There's like Lino as a kid, Wily Cat Snarf, and that's about it really. And I'm done. And then I saw they're actually doing a Safari Joe figure. I'm like, yes, because Safari Joe, I remembered him in the cartoon. But then I had the comic that had Safari Joe, so I only had a couple of Thundercats comics, which of course I obsessed on because they were the only Thundercats comics I had. I only had I had the book and cassette of the first couple of adventures, which were from the first sort of couple of episodes, and I had the sticker book, which had a bunch of stories from the first season, or the start of the first season, and then I had like 3 Thundercats comics or 2. I had 2 or 3 of Master Universe and Thundercats each, and that's it. My mum only let me have a couple of things because she knew I'd have to have them all. And she's like, no, you can just have a couple, just so you've got some, but you're not having them all. You're not going to do this every month. I'm not buying this stuff for you every month, because she knew it would be a lifelong commitment, or at least until I was 18, that she'd be buying them for me. So yeah, so I remembered Safari Joe a lot because I remember from the cartoon, and I had the comic, and I read the comic a million times. And he's one of the few characters I thought I'd like to have Safari Joe as well. I wonder if they'll do a Safari Joe. And then like a week later, I see that they're actually doing Safari Joe in the next wave. And you also get the weird little train creature thing that looks like a train, but it's like a robot. I can't remember what that's called, but that's going to be in the set as well. And I'm like, that could almost be another character. And they're doing a couple of characters, some giant one who I don't remember. And one of the female characters, I've forgotten her name as well. She was in a few episodes. I do kind of remember her. There's a couple of smaller characters I wouldn't mind getting, but considering they're $100 or more, it's like, if they were $25 maybe, but for $100 I have to really want the character. I really have to have some nostalgia and really love the character. So there's a couple of the lesser characters who are still in the show a fair bit that I'm probably not going to buy, but Safari Joe, I'm definitely getting him. It's kind of like Death's Head from the Marvel Comics, who was in this Transformers comics. I want the Marvel toy of him to go with my Transformers. It's like, I have to have Safari Joe. And that's because of the nostalgia, the fact that had I not had that comic, even if I'd remembered the cartoon episode, I probably wouldn't have, you wouldn't see him as important a villain as he does, because he was in like one of the 2 Thundercats comics I had as a kid. So really excited. The figure looks really good. I probably should look at the pictures while I'm talking. Just, is there anything, should I be commenting on anything? I mean, like I said, he comes with the like little, it just looks like, his head looks like a train, but he's got like these legs that sort of looks like Johnny Five or something, I don't know. But yeah, so it looks awesome. He's got the big rifle with, it's got the firing coming out of it and everything, and got a different head. I'm just excited because there's more. I've got a few more. It's like this weird thing where you start a collection, you want them all, then you get them all, and it's like, well, I've got no more Thundercats to look forward to. And I'm sort of feeling like that. It's like, well, I got the Thunder Kittens, who I'd never really cared for, but I'm like, well, I have to get them. And then they did the little kid line. I thought, well, if I'm going to get the Thunder Kittens, then I kind of have to have that. So I got Jaeger as well, who I never had the original one of, but I remembered him from the books and everything. So it's like, and then there's a Snarf, and that's sort of it. And it's like, I don't have any more to look forward to. It's like, no, I got like one more villain, and maybe I might get Groon, because I think the toy Groon is hot. The one from the TV show, not so much, but those are sort of the ones I was collecting. And I have the toy lino, toy version. It's like, well, do I get the toy version of Groon as well? It's like, see, I'm sort of trying not to go too big with the collection and trying to keep just to specific ones of specific lines or waves or whatever. But there's kind of no fun in that, but I don't want to just be a completionist or just buy them for the sake of it either. So I want Safari Joe, and I might get Groon as well, and maybe the toy versions of like Panthro and Tigra, maybe. But then I have to stop and just focus on other things. But it's fun collecting, and as great as it is to get everything you want, when the collecting part is done, there's nothing to look forward to except just having the ones you have. But I guess that's where I'm at with Thundercats, or will be soon.